Serious at the time would end up being very serious. Pay close attention as we send you to the third.
And the two teams will start period number 3 at full strength. Goring is at center for this face-off against number 11, Ulf Nielsen. Hedberg and Moline, the other forwards for Sweden. Duguay and Gainey, along with Goring, the forward unit for Team Canada. Nielsen knocked off stride by Dennis Potvin. Here comes Solmy. Up over the line, a shot over the top of the glass. A bullet-like drive, and it hit an empty seat. And that's fortunate. Boreas Solmy out there with Hallander on defense. Face off inside the Team Canada blue line. Goring against Ulf Nielsen. Solming slaps it back in. Hedberg trying to catch up to it. Here's Moline, a drive. And I believe Liut lost sight of that because he just lifted his shoulder. Here's Gainey. Gainey slaps it wide of the Team Sweden net. Solming off the boards. Hedberg is checked there by Larry Robinson. Now Hallander bumps into Ron Duguay. Gainey has the puck. Here's Gainey for Canada. In behind the net. Gainey still has it. Comes in front. A shot. And Lindmark stops that. Juggles but holds on.
Ron Duguay doing an excellent job. Hallander complaining to the official in front of the net, thinking that Ron Duguay held him. But you see Duguay in front of the net. He holds off Hallander and then Solming and allows Bob Gainey to circle right around the net and gets a good opportunity. Duguay creating all kinds of havoc off that crease to allow his teammate to get the good opportunity on goal.
Boreas Solming comes back out to replace Matt Baltine. Thomas Gradine against Brian Trottier. The puck comes back to the line. There's a shot by Fort. Hits the side of the net. Bossy gets it again. Back to Fort. Fort's drive, and that stopped and held onto by goaltender Lindmark. Two big shots from that point by Raymond Fort. One hitting the side of the net, and the other one, Lindmark, coming out to trap.
The importance of winning that face-off, just the tip back to Ray Bort, winning the draw, Brian Trottier, getting the second shot. The goaltender coming well out of the net to cut off the angle.
Thomas Gradine back now for Sweden. Up with Anders Keller. Keller over the line. Back to Gradine, and the shot goes up over the top of the net. Pearson. Gradine chases it down at center. Gives it to Boreas Solming. Solming, number 21 for Sweden. Tried to get Keller with that pass. Bossy spun around. Solming kicks the puck, and it comes right to Raymond Fork, who shoots it in. Solming in behind his own net. We played 1 minute and 30 seconds here in the third period. Canada leading 3-1. Gradine, number 23 for Sweden, up over the line. Here goes Gradine trying to get it in front for Pettersson, and that was stopped. Lafleur in his own zone. Pettersson takes the puck from Guy Lafleur, and it's back inside the line. Lars Lindgren off center. Here's Lundholm up over the line. It's called on an offside pass. Canada Cup 81 will continue in a moment. Welcome back to the Montreal Forum. Bernie Pascal with Tom Watt, and Canada leading Sweden by a score of 3-1. Considering a National Hockey League average per period is about 42 minutes, this game has really been moving quickly. 36 minutes for the first period, 34 minutes for the second period. Very few whistles, but there's one there as the puck goes up over the top of the glass in behind the Team Canada net. Later tonight at the Montreal Forum, Czechoslovakia will play Team USA. Steve Spechtel's coach of the Team Sweden in behind the bench, hoping his Chargers can get a goal here early to get back into it. Now here's Middleton, number 17. Eriksson squeezes him off the puck, but he gets it back again. Middleton in the corner. Danny Gare, Lindsman in front, and the puck is deflected. Stopped at the line by Beck. His drive, and that's knocked down by Patrick Sundsman. Middleton. Anderson knocked against the boards. Middleton gets it again for Canada. Here's Middleton in front, trying to get it to Reinhart. And Lars Lindgren clears it, but not out. Danny Gare's shot. That goes wide. Lindsman after it. Cleared it in front. Gare lets it go, and that was wide again. Danny Gare set up perfectly in front. His shot missed the target. Barry Beck, number 3. And it's icing against Sweden as we approach the 3-minute mark of this third period. Barry Beck telling me prior to the game he could feel the excitement in this Canada Cup Series. Said Team Canada is really looking forward to the semifinals. And as Barry said, with a beaming smile, and the championship game.
Well, Barry Beck, the excitement certainly is there, and if Team Canada wins today, they assure themselves a place in the semifinals.
Gilbert Perreault, Wayne Gretzky back out there now, number 99 with Guy Lafleur. Sweden has possession. Moline to Hedberg. Hedberg has scored the lone Sweden goal in this game. Hallander, number 4, over to Solming. Solming to Nielsen. Here's Nielsen going in against Robinson. Passes to Hedberg, a shot. And that backhand drive went wide. Nielsen gets it again. Nielsen shoots it in front, hit Robinson. And Robinson up with the puck to Gilbert Perreault, to Gretzky. Gretzky over the line for Canada to Perreault, and it just bounced off his stick. Perreault bumped there by Hedberg. Hallander knocks the puck. Perreault gets it loose and has possession. Now Solming. Perreault knocks him against the board and hit referee Bruce Hood. And Solming grabs a hold of Hood.
Well, that's something that the official tries not to do. He's supposed to be on that goal line so that he's in good position to watch any play that's near the net, to make those calls whether the goaltender has it, but he didn't figure to get caught a body check from Boreas Solming, and Boreas Solming was just keeping in there looking for the face-off, holding everything that he could, making sure that the puck was killed.
Anders Keller comes out now with Kent Nielsen and Thomas Gradin for Sweden. Perreault, Lafleur, and Gretzky for Canada.
Well, Scotty, it's difficult to read Scotty's face. He's not getting all upset about this hockey game. I think he feels that everything is under control at this point in the hockey game in the third period.
Scotty Bowman with the best coaching record in the NHL, 576 victories, 210 losses. This is Anders Keller bringing the puck out for Sweden, coming up with Kent Nielsen. Pearson takes the pass, and it's called on the offside at the Team Canada blue line. Two teammates with the Islanders, Pearson and Denny Potvin. Two Stanley Cup championships for Stefan Pearson. He's a mainstay defensively with the New York Islanders. There's no denying that. Now Gradin into the face-off position against Butch Goring. The puck goes to Kent Nielsen, gives it to Pearson, back to Nielsen. Kent Nielsen to Boreas Solming. Solming, watched by Duguay, tried to get the pass ahead to Pearson, and Raymond Bourque goes back. Liut stopped at first, so icing his ways off. Now Solming. Pearson, watched by Goring. Gradin slaps the puck in. Bourque lifted the elbow right in the face of Thomas Gradin. Kent Nielsen. Solming moving up, but it's cleared by Goring off the boards into the Team Sweden zone. Duguay back quickly, but Pearson, he's bumped to the ice by Bob Gainey. Here comes Anders Keller. Up to Kent Nielsen, trying to get it back to Gradin. It's intercepted. Gainey trying to feed that pass to Duguay. That failed. Solming has the puck behind the net, tied up by Ron Duguay, and they hold it there and get another whistle. Canada Cup 81 will continue in a moment.
People talk. They say that luxury is all about the details. The subtleties the average person doesn't even notice. They say luxury can be seen in the way a chrome grille sparkles in the light, and the way the tires make contact with the road. People say a lot of things. You should listen to those people.
Speed Stick 24/7 gives you proven non-stop protection. With time-release sweat and odor fighters, Speed Stick's always there when you need it the most. Speed Stick 24/7, it never quits.
Ooh, nice sound system, Master. Where did you get it?
Best Buy, online.
Best Buy's got a website?
Indeed. It's another hassle-free way to shop their wide selection of electronics. And entertainment software.
How do you know all this?
He told me.
For the latest electronics, now there's bestbuy.ca. Thousands of possibilities. Get yours.
For the first time ever, Tiger, the authorized true story on DVD.
My father always used to tell me, if you work hard, you're going to get results.
With Tiger's golf clinic and much more. His life, his majors, his legacy. Tiger, own it on DVD November 16th.
Number 19, Patrick Sundstrom, and that's his age, 19. Into face-off position there against Brian Trottier. Comes back to the line. Paul Reinhardt deflected. Gillies tied up in front of the net there with Thomas Erickson, and breaking out of his own zone, Kent Eric Anderson. Reinhardt hammers him against the boards. Bossy checked by Sundstrom. Puck comes in front. Barry Beck clears it out to Clark Gillies. He couldn't catch up to it. Thomas Erickson gives it to Lars Lindgren. Lindgren watched by Clark Gillies in his own zone. Reinhardt backhands the puck right at the line, then gets it again at center. Gillies misses a check from Anderson. The puck rolls back to the Team Canada blue line. Now Erickson trying to get the pass to Sundstrom, and that's intercepted. Now Hawkinson clears it in. Reinhardt for Team Canada. Off the boards. And Lindgren got that, or Mike Bossy was home free. Now Barry Beck. Lindgren inside his own blue line for Sweden. Anders Hedberg drops it back to Solming. Solming leading a rush for Sweden, gives it to Hedberg, in with Nielsen. Hedberg gets a shot, scores! Hedberg scores for Sweden.
Well, again, another very innocent-looking shot by Anders Hedberg. He seems to handcuff Mike Liut with those low shots. The first one was low to his stick side. This one goes to his glove side. You see Borja Solming moving up, throwing the long pass to Hedberg. Hedberg breaks to his left across the line, going to his forehand. There are 3 Team Canada defenders back. Just a quick shot. Seems to catch Mike Liut by surprise, but low to his glove side, just inside the post. Breaks to his left. You see 3 Team Canada men. Quite an innocent shot. Mike Liut seemed to be caught by surprise, and we have a 3-2 hockey game.
So Hedberg's second goal of the game, and right at the face-off, Ulf Nielsen was injured. Solming and Lindgren assisting at 5:50. Hedberg's second goal of the game. And the medical staff out to attend to Ulf Nielsen, who dropped to the ice right after the puck was dropped. Ulf Nielsen, he's had a series of injuries with the New York Rangers. Favoring right leg. Ulf Nielsen being attended to, assisted back to the Team Sweden bench. Right at the face-off, the puck was dropped, and he hit the ice. Must have twisted his foot just as he was getting into position.
Well, he did have a history of having ankle injuries, so perhaps it was an old injury or he twisted it going down, but that was a problem that he had, were ankle injuries in the past.
14:04 left to play in the third period. 1 goal separating the two teams. Hedberg with 2 goals for Team Sweden. Canada leading 3-2. Potvin, Bossy, and Lafleur have scored the goals for Canada. This is Borja Solming. Up the middle to Lars Molin. Kent Nielsen goes after it. Robinson checked him. Molin shoots it in, and it's called on a delayed offside at the Team Canada blue line. Lars Molin, 5'11", 165 pounds, heading to the camp of the Vancouver Canucks after this. Wednesday, Finland plays Team USA, an afternoon game at the Montreal Forum. In Ottawa on Wednesday night, Sweden plays Czechoslovakia. And Canada meets the Soviets, 8 o'clock on Wednesday night here at the Forum. And that game will be televised on CTV. Liut has trouble with the puck. This is Anders Keller. Now Gretzky off the boards, gets the puck out to center. Lafleur coming in for Canada. Lafleur watched by Stefan Persson. And it's deflected back outside the line. Gretzky handled the puck inside the Swedish blue line, and he's called on the offside.
Well, look for Team Sweden to really be working very, very hard in this stage of the third period because, you know, they're in a bit of a dogfight with the United States. It looks like Czechoslovakia, Soviet Union, and Canada are going to be in that final round, and for them to pick up at least 1 point today would go a long way towards ensuring that they get in that final semifinal round after the round-robin tournament is completed.
Thomas Brodin, Anders Keller. At number 22 for Sweden, Jörgen Pettersson of the St. Louis Blues. 37-goal scorer last year. And there's Scotty Bowman, head coach of the Buffalo Sabres. He's assisted with Team Canada by Al McNeil, Red Berenson, and Calgary Flame assistant coach Pierre Paget. Archberg shoots it in as Bob Luther, the linesman, fell to the ice just as he dropped the puck. Solman to Stefan Persson, watched by Gilbert Perreault. It's back to Bork, his shot, and that missed the target. Loose puck in front, and Keller has it for Sweden. Anders Keller. Lafleur in front to Perreault. He scores! Perreault.
Anders Keller made a bad mistake. He had position of the puck. You see him heading back in towards his own zone after his defenseman had head-manned the puck to him. He took it back, loses the puck. Puck is thrown out by Guy Lafleur in front of the net. Keller taking the puck back. He could have turned up the ice with the puck. Guy Lafleur just turning and throwing in front of the net to Gilbert Perreault, and he makes no mistake. Bad mistake by Anders Keller taking the puck back.
Gilbert Perreault. And it's 4-2 for Team Canada. Now Hawkinson, he shoots the puck into the Team Canada zone. Barry Beck runs into Sundstrom behind the net. They fight for the puck there. It's knocked loose. Here comes Gillies at center. Lafleur gets one of the assists. Puck is cleared in. The only assist, Lafleur from Gilbert Perreault. Anderson, deep bump by Trottier. Puck is kicked to Sundstrom, cleared right in front, and Thomas Eriksson brings it back. Hawkinson, he rolls the puck into the Team Canada zone. Liut slaps it behind the net. Clark Gillies is checked. Puck comes to Sundstrom. Sundstrom shot, rolls right to Liut, and he makes the save. Reinhardt, number 24, bumped by Lindgren. Hawkinson gets a piece of him, and now they hold it there. Trottier and Lindgren mixing it up. Canada leading by 2 goals, and Canada Cup 81 will continue in a moment. Gilbert Perreault, he has 7 goals and 10 assists, 17 points in 11 Canada Cup games, including, of course, the 7 games in 1976. Both teams at full strength. Canada leading 4-2. This is Potvin behind the net. Robinson in after it. Hedberg clears the puck in front. No one there. Kent Nielsen lost it. Here comes Bob Gainey. Gainey back for Canada. A shot. And he missed the net with that low drive. Pauline trying to get it out. Goring traps it for Canada. In front to Duguay. A shot. And Lindmark smothers that.
Coming a long way out of his net to take away that angle. Mike Bossy gets the opportunity coming through. Watch him come all the way out, taking away that shooting angle by Ron Duguay. The goaltender making sure that the rebound doesn't come back out. But a good play, throwing that puck out to Duguay. Good play by Lindmark coming out to take away the shooting angle of Ron Duguay.
11:40 left to play in the third period. Goring wins the draw. Back to Robinson, a shot. Lindmark stopped that. Goring's tied up by Stefan Persson. The puck comes back to Robinson. Robinson has trouble with it, but Potvin is back quickly to get it. Robinson favoring his right ear. He was put with a stick. Al Solming is checked by Bob Gainey. Potvin behind the net. Duguay bumped by Peter Hallander. Here comes Goring. Butch Goring in for Canada. A shot, and that's gloved by Lindmark, and he holds on with Bob Gainey looking for a loose puck. Peter Lindmark has played well in goal for Team Sweden. There's Robinson heading to the bench. And he's heading right off into the dressing room. He was clipped with a stick on the right ear. Well, I guess he's just going to get a new stick and go back to the bench.
It's interesting, Lindmark, unlike European goaltenders coming a long way out of that net to cut down the angles, usually they stay back in the crease and rely on the reactions to stop the puck. But Lindmark is just the opposite. He's been coming out, taking away the angles of the shooters.
Now the puck is taken by Rick Middleton. Solming got the loose puck, slapped it back against the boards. Bork has trouble with it. Keller can't catch up to it, though. A delayed offside as Pearson goes back, and now it's called the offside at the Team Sweden blue line. Canada Cup 81 will continue in a moment.
Can inspiration be comfortable? Can you navigate the world with ease? Yes. Does the most passenger room in its class make a difference? Yes. Can a Boston acoustic stereo create harmony? In a word, absolutely. The totally new Chrysler 300, starting at $29,995. Chrysler. Inspiration comes standard.
No one knows Buckley's like the people who use it, so we thought who better to help us answer a few letters.
Dear Buckley's, when I think of Buckley's, I think of cough medicine, so I was a little skeptical to try your cough and cold and flu caplet. But they work. Even on my flu system, it turned out you guys can also make flu medicine. What will you think of next?
I don't know. But try Buckley's and have a nice day.
Buckley's cough, cold, and flu relief caplets. They work.
Design and print your own covers. Nokia, connecting people.
James Daffy back with you. And in 1981, just like in 2004, things don't always go perfectly in television. They went to a commercial break. Before they got back from the commercial break, Sweden scored. So as we take you back, the Swedes have just scored a goal.
And back to the live action in the Montreal Forum. Team Sweden has just scored. Keller has scored for Sweden, and it's 4-3.
Thomas Gradin digging the puck out from behind the net, throws it in front, just tips off the defender. Thomas Gradin doing all the work in the end, forechecking, throws it to Anders Kallur, who shoots quickly, beating Mike Liut high to his glove side. But the good forechecking of Thomas Gradin. There's the quick shot by Kallur, beating Mike Liut. 4-3 the score.
9:22, the time of Team Sweden's third goal. Anders Keller from Thomas Gradin.
Sweden goal scored by number 28, assist by number 23.
Now this is Lindgren. Lindgren gets the puck ahead to Patrick Sundstrom. He had trouble with it. Gretzky trying to get Gilbert Perreault. The pass was behind him, and a delayed offside, and it's called at the Team Sweden line. Gilbert Perreault of Team Canada. Buffalo Sabres' first draft pick back in 1970. Played junior here with the Montreal Canadiens. Keller's second goal of the Canada Cup Series from Gradin at 9:22. So plenty of time remaining in this game. 10:20 left on the clock, and it's Canada 4, Sweden 3. Gretzky checked by Lindgren. Off the boards, Reinhardt has the puck. Sundstrom knocks him against the boards. Puck rolls loose, cleared in front, and it's Eriksson. Thomas Eriksson up to Hawkinson. Hawkinson with Sundstrom over the line, overskated it, and Lafleur, he's stopped. Reinhardt off the boards, Lafleur at center. Coming up to Gilbert Perreault. Gretzky also on the play, and the puck just failed to connect with his stick. Gretzky behind the net. Watched by Eriksson, trying to come in front. Reinhardt, here's Perreault in front, and he couldn't get a shot. Hawkinson up to Patrick Sundstrom. Sundstrom has stopped, and Guy Lafleur inside his own line to Reinhardt. Gilbert Perreault up with Gretzky, a shot. That whistle just wide. Gretzky falls. Perreault is hurt. Perreault went sliding into the boards, and Gretzky and Perreault getting up slowly. And Perot is limping badly. Here comes Hedberg in for Sweden. Loose puck in front, Hawkinson, and it hit a skate and went wide. Perot, under a great deal of pain, heads to the bench. Here comes Gretzky. Gretzky's up over the line. Gretzky puts on the brakes. Gillies heads for the net. Potvin shot. That's stopped by Lindmark. And Hedberg has it for Sweden. Hedberg, as Perot is helped to the dressing room. Here comes Trottier. Robinson at center. Hedberg back for Sweden to Lars Molin. Molin into the corner, and he took a slap shot, and it was stopped by Denny Potvin. Trottier. Now Potvin behind the net. 8:35 left to play in the game. Canada 4, Sweden 3. Potvin, number 5 for Team Canada. He comes up over the line. Gillies went over the blue line, and it's called on the offside.
Gilbert Perot was taken to the dressing room, obviously under a great deal of pain. He got to the room. I also see Wayne Gretzky on the bench. He's holding that left wrist. The two of them go into the corner. Gilbert Perot, Wayne Gretzky was tripped in front of the net, and you see as soon as they hit the boards, Gilbert Perot comes up holding his leg. Wayne Gretzky was dumped as he went in front of the net, and the two of them slid in together in the boards. Gretzky really taking the feet out from underneath him after he had been dumped, sliding into the corner. But Gretzky's still holding his wrist on the bench as well.
Now here comes Duguay after the puck. Solming got to it first. Pettersson knocked it loose. Now he gets possession. Duguay jams him against the board. Solming, and they pin it there and get another whistle.
Perhaps an indication of how Wayne Gretzky's wrist is as well is that on that last shift before Perot was hurt, Gretzky was not taking the face-off. Gilbert Perot, another center, was moving in, and perhaps that was an indication that his left wrist isn't as strong as it might be, allowing Perot to take the drive.
A costly blow, no question there, losing Gilbert Perot. And if Gretzky's unable to continue. Solming in behind the net for Sweden. 4-3 is the score for Team Canada. Pearson chased back by Duguay. Got away from Gainey. Thomas Gradin backhands the puck out. Here's Pettersson. Overskates it, passes to Keller. In front. Oh, and Liut robs Anders Keller.
Perhaps the play of the game of Mike Liut. He didn't look all that good in a few of those earlier goals, but what a stop that was. When two Team Canada defenders went to one man, you see two of them go, and Pettersson just moves the puck through. Anders Keller all by himself has all kinds of time, tries to drag the puck back to his forehand, can't get the puck up, and Mike Liut coming up with a sparkling save, preventing the tying goal from Team Sweden.
7:46 left to play in the game. Lindsman against Sundstrom for the face-off in the Team Canada zone. Comes back to Lindgren. His backhand shot goes wide. Reinhardt off the boards. A race for it. This is Ken Lindsman coming in with Danny Gare, and he couldn't control the pass. Beck at the line. A shot deflected. And that just went wide. Lindgren back now to Sundstrom. Sundstrom in for Sweden. Dumped by Reinhardt. Beck goes after the puck. Here's Barry Beck. Off the boards to center. Middleton coming up with Lindsman, and the puck nowhere near Danny Garrett, goes into the corner. Lindgren takes Gare out of the play. Lindsman gets the puck back. Reinhardt, Lindsman's shot, and that's stopped by Lindmark. 7 minutes left in the game. Now the puck cleared out to center. Deflected there by Keller right onto the stick of Rick Middleton. Middleton, here's Guy Lafleur. Ahead to Wayne Gretzky. Gretzky's in over the line, a shot, and Lindgren blocked that. Puck cleared off the boards and down the ice. Robinson chases it deep into his own zone. Leaves it there for Potvin. Up the middle to Clark Gillies. Here comes Gillies for Canada. Cleared it into the corner. Gretzky in with Hallander. Hallander gets to it first, then he falls. Gretzky has the pocket shot, and Lindmark covers up on the short side. Thrilling end-to-end action here at the Montreal Forum. Canada Cup 81 will continue in a moment. We're back at the Montreal Forum. Bernie Pascal with Tom Watt, Ron Roosh, and Eddie Westfall, and our entire CTV crew. Canada 4, Sweden 3. Kent Nielsen, number 14. Both teams at full strength. This is Solman. Hallander pushing with Gretzky in front of the net. Number 14, Kent Nielsen, swinging into the Canadian zone, a shot, and that goes wide. Comes back to the line, Moline. He keeps it in, but then Gainey picks it up for Canada. To Lafleur, back to Gainey. Gainey on the left side, watched by Solming. And Solming got a piece of him. Hallander bumped by Gainey and Lafleur. Hallander kicks the puck loose. Now Lars Moline pins it against the boards. Then got it up to Kent Nielsen. Solming up with Anders Hedberg. He backhands it into the Team Canada zone. 5.5 minutes left to play in the third period. Gainey off the board. Guy Lafleur, he shoots it into the Sweden zone. And Canada using this opportunity to change on the fly. Solman. Pass hits Thomas Gradin at center. Then he had trouble with the puck. Larry Robinson left it there for Bossy. Over the line to Trottier, trying to get the return pass to Bossy in that field. Robinson, number 19. Here goes Clark Gillies. Gillies in. Oh, and did Hallander lay into him? This Hallander has played an outstanding game on defense. Here's Keller back now for Sweden, a shot. And that was wide of goaltender Mike Liut. Gillies ran into Thomas Gradin. Bossy failed to pick up that. Trottier mixing it up at center with Thomas Eriksson. Now the puck goes into the corner, and it's held there for a whistle. Mike Bossy of the New York Islanders out there for Team Canada. And about 1 hour after this telecast from the Montreal Forum, it's the CFL on CTV. Edmonton in Hamilton. Of course, the local blackout supply. Some exciting games in the Canadian Football League. That one yesterday in Saskatchewan was a dandy. Canada 4. Team Sweden 3 with 4:36 left to play in the third period. Lindsman out there with Middleton. Danny Gare, Hartsburg, and Raymond Bourque. Patrick Sundstrom. Hawkinson. And Thomas Eriksson. There's a chance right in front. Lindsman's shot. And that's smothered by goaltender Peter Lindmark.
Well, temper's beginning to flare a little bit here. We're getting right down to the nitty-gritty of the hockey game. Ken Lindsman, who is a very aggressive hockey player, wins the draw, gets that opportunity in front of the net, just darts in and tries to put the puck underneath Peter Lindmark, and there is the defenseman coming to the aid of him. After all, Mike Bossy did score a goal when they didn't come to him earlier in the hockey game, and they're coming, making sure that that second shot is not available to Team Canada.
Sweden in their first game lost to the USA 3-1. Then they lost to the Soviets 6-3, and they beat Finland 5-0 in their last outing. They trail this one 4-3. There's a shot that's wide. Of course, Canada's last game was a 4-4 tie with Czechoslovakia. Hawkinson takes the puck at center ahead to Eric Anderson. Back to Sundstrom. He's checked by Raymond Bourque, and the puck cleared outside the blue line. Eriksson, he slapped it. Bourque gets the puck back to the Team Sweden line. Eriksson almost lost it to Middleton. This is Lars Lindgren. Lindgren shoots the puck into the Team Canada zone. Craig Hartsburg, number 4. Native of Stratford, Ontario. Couldn't get it out. Lindgren keeps it in. Now Raymond Bourque will try. Bourque shoots it out to center. Here's a break for Rick Middleton. Then he overskated the puck. Lindsman hammered against the boards by Sundstrom. Gare, a shot deflected up over the glass. No, it hit the top of the glass and stayed in. Bourque off the boards to Lindsman. Lindsman in front. Here's Danny Gare. He can't get a shot. And back comes Team Sweden. Anderson up with Sundstrom. Anderson over the line. Hartsburg takes him out of the play. Sundstrom's shot. And it's deflected up into the seats behind goaltender Mike Liut. Canada Cup 81 will continue in a moment.
And I'm just cruising through with my buddies. We're just talking. All of a sudden, I see a new Celica GTS just flying by, weaving through traffic, and I just jumped in. It's impulse, you know, like cat and mouse. You see it, you just chase after it.
When you're on the road and you get that feeling, if someone comes up behind you, if someone smokes you, you know you're going to go after it. That's the whole cat and mouse thing. It's just like nature. Survival of the fittest. You're either the hunter or the hunted.
Rated E for everyone.
EA Games.
Speed Stick 24/7 gives you proven non-stop protection. With time-release sweat and odor fighters, Speed Stick's always there when you need it the most. Speed Stick 24/7, it never quits.
Flight AC-2455, proceed to gate 4.
We've got everyday low fares to more places in Canada than any other airline. So low, everybody can go.
He dreamed of conquering the world.
The young ones love you.
He never imagined the power he sought would cost him everything.
Too many have died! Conquer your fear! You'll conquer death!
Alexander.
Starts Wednesday, November 24th.
That's the time remaining in this game. Canada leading by 1 goal. In the shots department, Canada has had 32 shots, Sweden 16. Solming clears the puck off the board. This is Paul Reinhardt. Reinhardt, Helander moves up, number 4 for Sweden. Bob Gainey, number 23 for Team Canada. It's stopped there by Kent Nielsen. Nielsen getting set, passes it back to Hedberg. It's intercepted. Gainey has it at center. Kent Nielsen has checked. The puck goes up over the glass and out of play.
Well, one of the players you have to watch late in the hockey game, you never seem to see him, is that Kent Nielsen. He got 49 goals in the National Hockey League last year. You don't notice him a lot on the ice, but he's got great skill, and he's dangerous all the time. You don't see him for the majority of the game, and all of a sudden the puck's in your net, and he gets credit for the goal. And he would be one player that Team Canada is going to have to watch late here in the hockey game, because he can be dangerous even though he doesn't dominate a game.
You know, we're talking to him, too, at the practice along with Thomas Brodin, and Kent Nielsen said, sure, I got 131 points last year, but he said, you know, the best game I played was a game in Chicago, and I didn't get 1 point. What does that tell you? 2:56 left here in the third period. Canada 4 and Sweden 3. Scoring, Bob Gainey, Guy Lafleur. Beck shoots the puck in. Stefan Persson chases it down. Watched by Borja Solming as he stands in front of Guy Lafleur. Now Persson clears it off the boards, intended for Hedberg. It got away from him. It's shot right back in. Gainey. Lindmark almost got nailed by Gainey as he didn't see him coming. Oh, and that chance for scoring. He went to shoot the puck. It just bounced over his stick. Solming now back for Team Sweden. Up the middle. Lars Molin passes to Kent Nielsen to Hedberg. A shot, and it's gloved and held onto by Mike Liut. And he slaps it off the board. Solming has trouble with it. Puck comes out to center. Molin. Dennis Potvin for Canada. Here comes Potvin. He shoots the puck in. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left in the game. 4-3, Team Canada. Molin, number 12, trying to hit Hedberg with that pass, and that just failed. Potvin to Brian Trottier. Here comes Trottier to Clark Gillies. Over the line, a shot. What a save by Peter Lindmark. As he reached out, didn't trap the puck, just knocked it down. 1:43 left in the game. What a save by Peter Lindmark.
Clark Gillies getting a little room to shoot that puck, just moved to his left and let the slapper go. Peter Lindmark just got the glove hand in front, wasn't quite able to control the rebound. Mike Fossey looking to get on it quickly, but the defender's coming back to clear the puck for him. But Gillies having all kinds of time, wound up with a special, and I'm sure that Peter Lindmark's hand is a little red after that one.
Lindmark was the all-star goalie at the World Championships in Sweden. He wasn't even invited to the Team Sweden camp. They were playing in northern Sweden. Their goalie got hurt, and they picked him up, and he's been with the team ever since. There's a chance for Bork. Then he decides to slap it off the boards. Fossey behind the net, right in front. Gillies was checked by Thomas Gradine. Here comes Anders Keller. Keller, number 28, down right wing. Hartsburg takes him out of the play. Gillies bumped by Gradine. Pedersen goes after it. Bossy is checked by Anders Keller. Now Gradine steals the puck. Thomas Gradine in behind the net, right in front, a loose puck. Here's a chance. Pedersen's shot goes wide. Gradine again in front, and Keller couldn't get a shot as Bork intercepted that. 1 minute, 5 seconds left in the game. Bork clears it off the board, and down the ice it goes. A race for it. Lindgren gets back quickly. Icing against Team Canada with 56 seconds left. And hold on to your seats. We're going to have a finish here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see whether the Swedish coach takes Peter Lindmark out of the net at this point. You know, one of the problems when you play this type of round-robin series is he's coming now, is that later on in the series, perhaps that extra goal may hurt your position in the spread. But it's very important for Team Sweden in this hockey game to try and come out with 1 point, and so they're taking the goaltender out with 56 seconds remaining in the game.
Peter Lindmark heads to the bench. 56 seconds on the clock. 4-3, Team Canada over Sweden. Robinson, Goring, Gainey, Potvin, and Middleton. On the ice for Team Canada, Moline, Sundstrom, Hedberg, Kent Nielsen, Solming, and Stefan Persson for Team Sweden. And Kent Nielsen of the Calgary Flames will take the face-off. Scotty Bowman conferring with assistant coach Al McNeil. The Team Sweden net is empty. There's a shot, loose puck in front, and it's cleared outside the line. Now Goring shoots it, and it's trapped by Solming. Ahead to Kent Nielsen. 45 seconds, right to Gainey, and that's blocked by Boria Solming. Nielsen trying to get the puck. He clears it over to Solming. 37 seconds left. Hedberg shoots the puck in. After it goes Lars Moline. Moline clearing it in front, and it's Larry Robinson off the boards at the blue line. It's stopped by Bob Gainey. Goring trying to get a shot, and Solming shoots it in. Loose puck at center. 20 seconds left. Here comes Pearson. Stefan Pearson, a long shot over the glass and out of play. 14 seconds left in the game.
Well, the most important thing about that shot going out of play is that it comes back. The faceoff comes outside the line with 14 rather than going inside the line to the right of Mike Liut, and that's a very important point for the puck to be with 14 seconds remaining in the hockey game.
Kent Nielsen remains out there for Sweden along with Hedberg. Now Hawkinson comes out, number 17, as they do a little juggling with the Team Sweden players. Remember, the net is empty. Team Sweden's goaltender Lindmark on the bench for the extra attackers. Solming goes over to confer with Hawkinson. And now Scotty Bowman decides to send Brian Trottier out there. Trottier, Goring, Gainey, Potvin, and Larry Robinson. And Goring heads to the bench just to confer with Scotty Bowman.
Well, I think what Scotty wants him to do, we'll see where he's going with this puck, but he put Trottier on his right. I think he's going to try to go ahead with the puck.
Kent Nielsen, number 14, against Butch Goring. Goring wins the faceoff, backhands the puck down the ice. Solming touches it. It's icing against Team Canada with 8 seconds left in the game.
That was a very difficult call for the linesman. Usually if the puck is iced like that off the draw, if it's hard to tell whether the person really directed it down, the icing would be waved off. But Brian Trottier won it so clean. He did go to his forehand, try to go ahead with it. It was called for icing, brought all the way back in with 8 seconds into the Team Canada zone, and I'm sure they wouldn't want that face-off there if they could help it.
A critical time in this game. 1 goal difference. 4-3. They'll get into position to the right of goaltender Mike Liut. Team Canada's next game will be Wednesday against the Soviet Union, and that game will be televised on CTV. 2 other games to be played tonight in Winnipeg. Finland plays the Soviet Union, and 8 o'clock tonight at the Montreal Forum, Team USA will play Czechoslovakia. Lars Moline, number 12, will take the draw against Brian Trottier. Puck is dropped Comes back to the line, outside the line to center. 4 seconds left. This is Kent Nielsen shooting it down into the Team Canada zone. The game is over, and Team Canada has defeated Sweden 4-3. And they're off the bench to congratulate goaltender Mike Liut.
Well, Mike Liut, who didn't look sharp in some of the earlier going, only 16 shots against, I think had to come back and make the most sparkling save of the hockey game off Kallur when Kallur was right off the edge of the net. And really, that was the save that saved the 1 point to tie and gave Team Canada the win because Kallur was all by himself in front of the net.
An exciting finish to the game that got off to a rather slow start in the first period. Potvin and Bossy made it 2-0 after the first period. Hedberg and Lafleur getting goals in that second, 3-1, and then Hedberg scoring in the third period. Perreault and Anders Keller. A total of 7 goals with Canada